Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Watson now on second down. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. There goes Allen Hearns. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Elliott. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. third and short yardage. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Get out. It's coming now.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. Room to run past midfield. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 40 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Come back. Tiger.
From the red zone now, Watson. Now he's flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tyrone Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Buying time to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Big hold to the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Richmond.
Watson, off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he takes gets this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got it strong. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
46. 47. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long for Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Richmond.
Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Watson to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On third down, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Reset, come back.
Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Richmond.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come back. 2 jet. Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Miller. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. To the air again, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Watson. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Watson now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it strong. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Strong. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Prescott now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
47, 47, switch,
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Prescott now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Prescott on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Prescott again. And this is caught at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's got Fuller. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now Watson throwing on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time as the Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Come back, come back. I got it. Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know, it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now, here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
Tiger, Tiger, come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out. So, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He sets to fire deep. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. but you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now Prescott. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Well, he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Watson, eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Come back, come back.
Watson. Dancing to his left. Fighting to stay upright. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Watson now to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Richmond. Come back. Reset. Hey.
Now it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Watson now to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Watson on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Black 22. Black 22. Tiger. Come back.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now is Blair Walsh. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. again, everybody, alongside my... So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And break, the tight end's got it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ertz over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another carry now for Gurley. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now a handoff for Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. The completion to Ritter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Telvin Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting the drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were... The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll give it to Mixon. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Barr. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. In this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I needed a big one. We can't hire anyone to help us out. So hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football.
Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this? Or
put a star. Put a star. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cameron Brate, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Stiff-armed it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. James has got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now?
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive early. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Tempo.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse.
you.